And with that, Amin Hadzik gets the first whistle, and we are underway. ETSU with opening possession in the foot of the captain defender, Sydney Samoji, three-time All-SoCon defender and part of the All-Tournament team. Weather delays and schedule changes. Last game for ETSU, August. Week. One game rained out, one game shortened to just 60 minutes. It didn't count as a full regulation game. We noted with Duke fresh off a huge win over number 2 Carolina Thursday night. And the Blue Devils gear up for conference next weekend. Take on Missouri and then Clemson, top 25 team right around the corner. 8 in the top 25 here in the ACC. That will continue. Duke will join those ranks here tomorrow. ETSU handling the pressure early with Samoji. She'll find another starter and experienced player as Duke applies the pressure. Sadie Comerford, 3-year starter on the back line. It's more of a 3-5-2 with midfielders shifting from defensive to offensive alignments for Coach Yelton. Duke with the interception, and now the Blue Devils with touch. Here's Farrell Walters, the Santa Clara transfer, sending it out wide. And in that role, Devin Lynch filling some big shoes for the injured Cat Raider. Lynch on the ball. She's doubled. And the throw in for the Buccaneers. Amongst all the excitement of Thursday, Raider becomes the 4th Duke player now out for the year with season-ending injuries. And talking to Robbie Church this week before the match, obviously disappointed, wanted to see her back, but he noted the depth of his midfield and his attacking midfielders. They'll need to fill that void. Great spin on the ball for Duke with possession. That was Katie Groff. Now a ball swung in by Lynch. Well pinned away from Maddie Hook, the 2-year starter. ETSU 9 of 11 returners, but one huge piece gone from a year ago. Top goal scorer Suzanne has graduated. 7 goals for the All-SoCon striker. It's Samford, the reigning Southern Conference champs, but ETSU, the 2 seed from a year ago. Really good season with 12 wins. Right now, just 1 victory, but we noted the week off. Haven't played a ton here in September. And a mistouch there. Duke with Oliaro keeps possession. Into a blank space. Dangerous turn, and that shot deflected. An early Duke corner. Farrell Walters there winning it.
Corner kick being taken by the Blue Devils, number 18, Hannah Bebar.
Hannah Bebar on the corner, and this is where Duke has had success. Just over 6 corners per contest. Bebar, back post, knotted down, shot on, into the arms of the all-conference keeper, Ashton Blair. 12 career shutouts for the Knoxville native, just about an hour outside of ETSU. Now a triple team and a near turnover. Good clearance from Duke. Had a pressure there, Nikki Chico. Chico, the captain defensively. 12 starts last year, an even more instrumental role with some injuries, including to Elle Piper. Good through ball as Duke looks to push the foot to the pedal early. Now an outside run. Good cross in and a near chance. Excellent deflection. ETSU's backline tested. Maddie Hook saving a goal with her right foot. She's joined there by Ruby Teixeira, a defensive midfielder. Here's the second corner for Duke. Bebar to send it in. Oh, promising ball, and Blair rises up. Ashton Blair, not only fantastic, but in her last performance, 8 saves in a 1-1 draw versus Davidson. She's been really good in her Southern Conference career. and preseason All-SoCon goalie. ETSU doing a great job winning the ball on the free kick. Now on the run, it's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald from the 18 chips. Testing this Duke defense. The well-rested Buccaneers playing on the front foot. Comerford will send it back to the keeper. It's a well-organized club under longtime coach Jay Yelton. Double-figure wins 2 of the last 3 years. And this season, a quality result against Tennessee. A 1-0 loss, outshot the Volunteers. It was a home game for ETSU. They've only played 1 contest since, a loss to Liberty, who is 7-0. Liberty's having one of the better years at the mid-major level. Allowing for Cam Roller, the sophomore, to settle into this match. Excellent touch by Devin Lynch, who earns the start tonight, her first start in replace of Kat Rader. Ball forward for Chico, and a dispossession. Natalie Campanelli wins the throw. Campanelli, who was a high school hooper, All-State, and a quality soccer player, of course. 19 starts out of her last 19. She's been on the field every second for ETSU. Pressure here on the throw. You can see the clearly rested Buccaneers playing with a bit of assertion tonight. This would be a first ACC point or performance in the last 3 years for the Bucs. Now Duke on the counter. Promising run there from Ella Haas, but it's stepped away. And now Lynch on defense. Just overshot Fitzgerald. It's Grace Eats and Fitzgerald, 2 of the 3 goal scorers. Last year's top striker from a year ago, 7 goals, has since graduated. Sonorzo Cezanne, 7 goals. Here's Duke on the counter. 1v1 Blair, and a save. Quality effort on Walter's chance. Especially with those shadows, becomes a real challenge for the keeper. We tick past 6 o'clock. It'll get better here by the second half.
Being taken by number 18, Hannah Bebar.
Third corner for Bebar, the Harvard transfer, who just passed 50 career games this week. Bebar sends it in, and Blair is all over it. What more can you say? Captain, 3-year starter Ashton Blair, but a tough toss. Chico the interception. That is still loose. Walters turns. Great ball through. Second chance. Lays it off, and Lynch a bit wide. Duke begins to pummel the back line with chances here 10 minutes in. A Duke team coming in top 20 in the country, just over 20 shots per contest. Now the accuracy, and Robbie Church had touched on that, need to be a little more clinical in those scoring opportunities, but have shown the ability to pressure the goal. That's Ava Duffy in a tough position, and she does win the throw. Look at that special dog sitting right on top of the student section there across the way. Bark in the Park night. And it is absolutely worth noting, Ella Haas's dog is named Duke. So, of course, Ella's in the lineup tonight. Great player. And I hope her dog Duke is somewhere here. Maybe a friend or family member can bring the dog by. Laguerre creates space. Duke on the counter. Lovely long ball for Oliero. And she's dispossessed. Look at this tussle. And Fitzgerald, effort there. Does slow the counter for Duke. Reagan Fitzgerald, preseason All-Southern Conference. It is a loaded league in the SoCon. Samford, the reigning champs, have won 6 of the last 7 titles, but UNCG had a really good year a season ago. Quickly intercepted by Cam Roller. The sophomore comes forward. Now B-Bar, a bit light on the weight of that touch. Talking to Robbie this week, he knew ETSU would drop their lines. He said, we have to be mature in our counter. We have to be mature on the ball. ETSU will love to spring bodies forward if moments present themselves. Here's Duke in a moment. B-Bar plays it long. Haas into space. Maybe a moment for Duke. From the left, that's deflected. A second ball ricochets into danger. Oliero wide. Lynch back in. Oh, numbers. Oliero on target. And Blair corrals. Not the perfect save for Blair, but the All-CAA keeper avoids trouble. There's Duke pestering the keeper, putting a ton of pressure on Blair. 6 shots for Duke. The Blue Devils knocking on the door of being the 9th ACC ranked team, and we'll see come tomorrow with the coaches poll. The resounding win, and for Robbie Church, we know the history. But more importantly for him, he noted it's a player win over UNC, it's a program victory, but the first ever home win for Duke here over Carolina on the women's soccer side. You saw the elation if you watched the match live, and he echoed that, noting, I was just looking forward to coming back with my players down the road and celebrating this win. And what is his final season here, Robbie Church, within 3 wins of 300. ETSU with Reagan Fitzgerald has it poked loose. Talking to this ETSU staff with Jay Yelton. He wants Fitzgerald to really find her finishing touch in the box. Had a couple of close chances at Davidson. And Liberty, it was 2 counterattacking goals that put the Flames in front. Now here's Duke on the move. Maggie Graham, the goal scorer from Thursday. Haas drawing numbers. And there's the dog. We noted Ella and her dog Duke. A lot of dogs tonight. Okay, here's the question. Who let the dogs out? You don't have to respond, but I figured you'd enjoy a good pun tonight here on ACC Network Extra. Yeah, all the dogs are leashed up. But a lot of fun here on Bark in the Park. Fitzgerald applying a ton of pressure, as is Natalie Campanelli. The well-rested ETSU Buccaneers. Last game, August 29th. Oliero into space. That's deflected. Campanelli controls through 4. Just lovely footwork as Duke begins to bring numbers forward. A good turn on the ball here, Fitzgerald, but it goes out of play. All leading up to the start of ACC conference play in a week. All the games begin, including nationally ranked Florida State. They'll open up with a good test. Duke will open its conference play. Not too shabby either. Clemson and SMU back-to-back. Now the defense coming forward into space. Good ball through. That's knocked down. Soft leg by Cooper. Low roller. Not out of danger yet. That's a great pass to Oliero. 1v1 and a lovely shield of the body. That's Ruby Teixeira, one of the midfield anchors Another nice touch by Nikki Chico, who surveys the ground so well. Robbie Church is noted throughout the year, but her ability to close down players and her closing speed, so vital to his defense. 2 starters out for the year on the back line. And now fueling the counter, Laguerre. Here comes Groff. Oh, here's a promising ball for Haas. That one's in, loose, and Duke strikes first. What a connection on the Haas feed, and the Blue Devils with Walters on the board.
Blue Devils. Look up, fans. Mini soccer balls will be coming your way.
15 minutes of quality chances. And Haas, whose dog name is Duke, delivers the goods here on Bark in the Park night. As if he couldn't have scripted it any better. That deflection makes it so tough for Blair, despite her 4 saves tonight. Not much you can do on that shot. A foul here on Duke. ETSU with the free kick. Blue Devils early in the year have done a great job scoring first at Nebraska. Jumped ahead for the 3-0 win. Katie Groff, the secondary assist, just officially announced. And so Groff, technically her first. But more importantly for Walters, what a welcome here from Santa Clara. Second goal for Duke. Now 18 career goals for the grad transfer. Duke has absorbed the high pressure from the Buccaneers tonight. Nothing coming to Freeman's foot so far. So Moji's ball was lost. You see the forward lines here for ETSU on a bright night with that sun just starting to set. Oliero's got a ton of closing speed, but so does Samoji. Oliero wins it. Now at the 18. Goes to her left. On target. Blair right there. Good back post destination. And Blair with her 5th save. You cannot blame the effort of Ashton Blair, who has pitched 12 shutouts in her ETSU tenure, to surrender the first goal tonight. And that was more of a deflection and a great run in to that front post, not necessarily on the keeper. And meanwhile, you have Leah Freeman, who we talked to Robbie Church yesterday about it, and he said she is playing at a level as one of the best keepers in the country, fully healthy. Missed all of spring a year ago, but now full spring, full fall, and made some sprawling saves in the Carolina match in the first half, and then her defense was really good in the second. Here's Haas. That's a good ball. And quickly cleared away. As you'd imagine, Duke controlling possession. That one sent wide towards Haas and cleared. Ella Parker on the back line has been really good. Starts in her last 4 matches. Here's a long ball. Haas stays onside. Actually, she did not.
Offside, Duke.
Robbie Church noting in our call this week, what's the mindset for his Duke club? Clearly a monumental win. Number 2 Carolina at that time. One of the best teams in the country. How do you bounce back with a short practice Friday, a walkthrough yesterday, and playing on sore legs against a team that has not stepped on the pitch in a full match in over a week? Now a promising ball here. ETSU towards the box. That is nearing Freeman. And the first shot of the evening. And from Ava Duffy. And now Duke will make a substitution. Julia Sanicheva, the UCLA transfer, will come in. First half breather for Mia Oliaro. Sanicheva. Coach Church loves her ability to strike from the outside and attack into open space. Now she plays this wide forward position. Loves the long ball. ETSU with Shapielli scoops it up. Campanelli, my apologies, into space and lost it. Here comes Duke with numbers. Lynch. And that pass for Sanicheva was intercepted. Can the Buccaneers counter tonight? Ranvek, the returning starter. The 4-year grad senior at a nearby Knoxville. Boy, folks in Knoxville were having a fantastic time last night in Charlotte. Tennessee dominating NC State. And put the Vols right back into the AP top 10. 5 of the top 6 from the SEC. Here's a really good ball. Searching for Walters, turns, and Blair is there. That pass, though, was next level to Farrell Walters. Put it into a perfect little spot. Walters probably needed one extra touch or a little more room to make that a dagger. One thing we've seen from this Duke program today, composure, and not only winning balls on the counter, but making chances of it. As here come the Buccaneers with a moment. Jada Cooper wins possession. Fitzgerald's been strong on the front lines in this 2-5. You could say 2-5-4, but it's got a mix of a 3 defensive lineup. And now a turnover. Lynch in a fight. That one's lost to Comerford, the Fort Mill, South Carolina product. The lone South Carolina player outside of Dybeck on the roster, just 2. A couple of North Carolinians mixed in, but a heavy dosage of Tennessee and California for Coach Jay Yelton. Duke now with numbers and space. B-Bar plays it middle. Haas goes for goal and a bit ambitious. That is now 11 shots, though, for Duke. And a couple of subs will come in. Mia Minestrella will get her first minutes, the Redondo Beach, California product, leaving Farrell Walters, the goal scorer. Mary Long will come in, the Mission Hills, Kansas product. And for Long, her 4th match of the year. And that gives Maggie Graham, the captain, a moment. We'll see how much they get playing time in the second half. But right now, 21 minutes to play in the first. Duke, the Walters goal. A chance for Lynch onside. Lynch centers, ball in and scores! Mary Long, 1 minute into the match, subs in and finishes.
Once again, fans, to look up. Mini soccer balls coming your way.
Now that's how you make the most of an opportunity. Checks right in and delivers. Mary Long, who spent the first week training with the U.S. women's national team at the U17 level. Really young, talented freshman. Welcome to the score category here at Duke. Her first. Now Duke wants a couple more. Lynch again out wide. Sanasheva earning a corner for the Blue Devils.
That Blue Devil goal was scored by number 10, Mary Long, her first career goal.
And the crowd getting word of what we've noted, her first career goal for Duke. Bibar with her 5th corner. That's a good ball. And headed away. Second ball in, deflected. And Blair, a busy night. 6 saves for Blair. He's had a few other deflections as well. Maybe a moment. Fernandez plays it forward. Oh, and a foul or no, offside. My apologies.
Offside, East Tennessee State.
I thought with the jostling of the substitute coming in, Annabelle Ekern, but instead just the offside flag. Fitzgerald has been really good, the sophomore out of Oviedo, Florida, but not a ton of support for her on the front lines. Here's a long ball. We've seen Duke really succeed up this left flank because of Haas, who has the assist. Wants a second. Here's a ball to Blair, and a bit tight to the post. Ashton Blair, who has a fantastic leg, boots it long. She's led to a couple of chances for Fitzgerald. Just unable to connect. That ball quickly rolls to Blair. Not much of a chance on that one. Not only has Duke controlled possession, but they've handled some stressful moments tonight. Now back to the foot of Leah Freeman, who's well on her way to a 26th career shutout between her Oregon tenure. The captain comes forward. Good step by Samoji. And a bit ahead there on the pass from Campanelli. And sometimes those transition interlocking balls create a challenge. You spend a week in practice if you're ETSU, never easy. Look at the closing speed here. Sanasheva, who has switched sides of the field, causing problems. Woo. And that's still in play. Sanasheva chips one on. No one there on the far run, so ETSU will clear.
Coming into the game for the Blue Devils, number 5, Phoebe Goldthwait.
Phoebe Goldthwait will come in, the sophomore defensive midfielder out of Durham, local product, who also loves in her free time making balloon animals, which I just love the creativity there. It is Bark in the Park night, so do you make a dog balloon animal and share for all the puppies? Goals from Walters and Long, with Mary Long's first career goal being the difference. Here's ETSU with numbers forward. Duffy has it tipped. Here's Duffy challenged, and Sanasheva with a shielding foot to keep that in play. Her ability to come right in, the UCLA transfer. She played with El Piper at the club level out in California, the San Jose product. We noted Elle's injury along with Kat Rader. There's some big pieces, but Duke has filled these roles. Good header away by the captain defensively, Samoji. Now Duke in a space with Lynch. Goldwaith. Sitting on 2, looking for a third before halftime. Wow, somehow the run and play for Sanasheva. And Blair there, just in the nick of time. ETSU has done a better job of handling this pressure. You see how quickly Duke can horizontally switch the field. And that's created tension in the ETSU defense. That time a missed opportunity on the pass. Buccaneers play it forward and a wise chip out from Roller. Samoji plays that out of space to Campanelli. Those two have been all-conference academic and all-conference SoCon throughout their tenure. The central defending midfielder. That one a bit strong in the throw-in here as both clubs will go to the bench in the final 13 minutes.
Into the game for East Tennessee State.
ETSU, Ellie Cornell, the senior defender, comes in. Aaliyah Cooper checks in as well. So Fitzgerald gets the breather.
Into the game for the
Duffy.
Devils, number 14, Sophia Recupero.
And for Duke, Sophia Recupero comes in, the freshman out of Massachusetts. Sophia also with a dog named Bear. Madison Foxhoven has also come in for Duke. The Calabasas sophomore, her first minutes. Just a clinic on passing here from the Blue Devils. This ball's chipped on with a deflection, bringing Blair forward. Recupero has great burst and her ability to sneak past the defender. Her sister Maddie is on the Princeton soccer team, who just beat William and Mary earlier today. That's a program always on the edge of the national rankings up in the Northeast. Cam Roller plays it now at her own box. A good clearance there from ETSU. The Buccaneers, who are right on the edge of conference play. That's right, dog. Conference play does bring out the best barks in the park. We'll get set to take on the Citadel in a week. It's kind of a staggered schedule. Game on the first, ruled a no contest, played 80 minutes at the end of August. Basically, I've not played a full game since August 25th, and your next full game, if you're ETSU, is in a week plus September 19th. An odd glitch in the non-conference schedule. Duke with a good touch, playing the advantage. Now out wide to the charging Chico. Nicky has it back. Oh, what a move. Recupero with speed. Centers. Blair off the top of the crossbar. Beautiful ball in.
Into the game for East Tennessee State, number 3, Lindsey Cook.
Lindsey Cook subs in for ETSU, giving the effective midfielder Campanelli a breather. That was a creative ball from Recupero. Recupero one more time. Zigs through one. Plays it through. And Blair, the busiest player on the pitch tonight, has 6 saves, has faced at least 5 more chances that weren't shots on target, but dangerous. I love too both these programs going to their benches to try to spread things out. You hear the veteran Coach Yelton recognizing the depth of the defense. Pressing forward can be dangerous against a team like Duke. They love to play good through balls. And now a dispossession. Numbers for the Buccaneers. Cook sends it out wide. And a great recovery by Lynch. Oh, sorry, that's Phoebe Goldwaith. My apologies. There's room to operate. Foxhoven. One of those balls that challenges the back line. Samoji lost it. And a clearance. What can the long legs here do of Ekern? Doesn't present much of a challenge as we tick near 7 minutes. Robbie Church noted, we're playing against human nature tonight. How do you build on a top 5 win and a top 2 win at that? Well, Duke with possession and creativity with through balls, they have tested ETSU, not just with the goals, but with 14 shots in the first half, which you expand it over the next 45 minutes would be record-breaking numbers. Here's Lynch on it. Duke with the 2 early goals. Haas with the fantastic assist to make it 1-0, and then the finish from the first-time goal scorer for Duke. That's Mary Long, the freshman. Another roller that's dangerous. Sophia Recupero testing. Recupero just a freshman, but 40 goals in her high school tenure. She knows how to finish. Just her second career match. I'd expect a few more subs to come in the second half. As we move on to the 5-minute mark. Duke in the midst of a brutal stretch. Missouri coming up Thursday. Obviously Carolina the previous. And then Clemson in the heart of ACC. What a clever touch from Foxhoven. Duke in the closing minutes wanting a third. At 2-0, you're still in the match here if you're ETSU. A challenge, of course, but it does open opportunities. "15 shots for Duke in this first half, 9 of them on target. Sanasheva. A clever defensive battle there with Paige Carlson. The all-tournament team selection of the SoCon a year ago. Now out wide to the ever clever Recupero. Minestrella, a longtime starter and a specialist in midfield. Minestrella in. Oh, good header. Mia has it. Minestrella fires in a deflection. Goalwaith. Inside of 3 minutes left in the half. Goalwaith into space. Lynch. Lynch! What a save! Oh, Blair does it again. Her 7th save. Blair has been amazing despite 2 goals given up. And neither really on the keeper. Just goes to show how well Duke's pestering the goal. Now Jada Cooper sends it away. So we move inside of 2 minutes. Recupero. Oh, lovely move. Plays it in. The flick on. The header a bit wide. Good touch by Foxhoven. Now 1v1 play on the ball. ETSU comes out with it with Carlson, who then gives it right back. Sanasheva. And I believe a corner conceded.
kick being taken by Duke's number 6, Devin Lynch. 1 minute remaining in the half.
Duke is powering corners, 6th of the half. Here's Lynch. That's one way out of play. Ashton Blair to clear this away, who's played a stellar first half. And now a push on Duke. Can ETSU make something happen here? Bring bodies forward in the last 15 seconds. This is Jada Cooper, the freshman.
10, 9, 8, 7.
Final 6 seconds.
5,
into the box.
4, 3,
Headed high by
2,
Roller.
1, 0.
And Duke terminates the first half.
At the end of the first half, the score,
2 goals for the
Duke
Blue Devils.
2,
Mary Long, her
East
first
Tennessee
career
State
goal.
0.
Farrell Walters has scored a ton. Mary Long, the goal scorer, will get us started. And we resume play here in Durham. First ever meeting, ETSU and Duke. The Blue Devils, who are in a busy stint of games, including Missouri coming up on Thursday out of the SEC. Missouri not at the likes of Alabama or Auburn, 2 of the best. Having a slow start, 1-3 in 1 year for the Tigers, who were nationally ranked a year ago. Now a chip onto the box, and Blair comes forward to start the second half. That has resumed a similar trend. Yeah, Auburn and Kentucky undefeated, and Bama, top 25 team, is 6-2. Texas has just 1 draw but 5 wins. Another top 10 program, and then Tennessee, an elite soccer program. Stanford right now leads the land. Carolina 2, Florida State 3, but Virginia is up to 4. They have come storming on. That match, October 3rd, will be delightful. Clemson just outside the top 25. They'll probably be in next week. That's Duke's first road test in the conference. A great turn on the ball for Walters. Her first goal broke the lid off a blitzing of shots. Here's a through ball. A promising touch. Blair deflects. Second ball in. Duke converts with Recupero. The freshman gets on the board. And the Blue Devils, 2 freshmen with their first career goals. Welcome to the goal scoring party. The freshman of Massachusetts.
Hold on, man. They're coming in just a moment.
Her parents were college athletes. Dad, William, ice hockey standout. And her mom, Stephanie, played soccer at George Mason. And look at that moment for Recupero. As we kickstart the second half. Now all the fans get free shirts. The dogs do not. Dogs are on the other side. Maybe they'll start throwing treats in the stands. Might be next year's big marketing ploy here on Bark in the Park night. I did see President Prince earlier for Duke University. He was out and about with his 2 dogs. That was neat. Bringing the whole family together. Here's Recupero. Has a running, slicing Walters. Walters centers right at Blair. Go back to the rankings. Arkansas up to 6th in the country. I love this story, though. Memphis, that made the 3rd round of the tournament a year ago, AAC. The Memphis Tigers now up to 7. Notre Dame in the ACC rounds out the top 10. And then Utah State and Santa Clara We know Santa Clara's national championship run, but mid-majors having some great years early on. Back in the middle, this shot deflected, and Blair very busy. Robbie Church and his staff making minor adjustments. You see a few subs to start this second half. That'll probably play itself out. And now a whistle. Here's a promising opportunity for ETSU. Ella Cornell sends it in. Good ball. Kept down. And a second ball cleared there from Long. Pardon me, Maddie Hook on the entrance.
Corner kick being taken by East Tennessee, number 13, Ruby Teixeira.
Here's Ruby Teixeira, reigning all-tournament team selection. Teixeira on to target, headed away by Duke. Sonasheva won it. And now the speed of Walters can play it into space. Doesn't have to always be perfect, but sometimes it just alleviates the concern. Also in the rankings, a really good Colorado club, up to 18. They were set to play NC State over the weekend, but that got caught in some traffic by lightning. We saw the Duke game get canceled because of lightning. Same thing. Now the Blue Devils back to the counter.
The Blue Devil goal was scored by number 14, Sophia Recupero, her first career goal. And the assist goes to number 19, Maggie Graham.
Maggie Graham officially credited for the assist on that shot on target. I don't think she was able to keep that in. No, Sonasheva could not save it. But how about Duke? And we noted coming in, 5 of the last 6 goal scorers were first-timers. You add 2 more, so 7 of the last 10 have been new to the Duke score tally. Robbie Church very pleased, he must be, with his offense tonight. And then defensively conceding just the 1 shot. Clearly the stronger club, more talent, more player ability, but then mentally as well. Good passing and traffic. Multiple players coming in. You expect to win games like this, but I think the performance matches the difference in skill. Goldwaith will play away from pressure. I have loved tonight Reagan Fitzgerald playing that number 9. So aggressive up top. The number 10 position, I mean. Just trying to create havoc on the ball. A reaching miss, so Recupero swings it wide. Walters back to her. Recupero. And an offside flag.
Offside Duke.
The Duke team has now had 9 different players score this year. And first for Long. A first for Recupero as well. All tonight. That is the nature of these mid-season battles. You get a lot of minutes leading up to conference. Goldwaith sends it wide. Long off a defender. Wow, took a strong bounce off Hook. There's a ball through. Oh, just missed target. A lot of feet in the vicinity. That's the challenge at times, being clinical inside the 18. Here's a spin on target, long. Maybe a moment for two. So challenging against a wall of defenders. Duke getting inside the box again. What a nice second ball. It's wisely cleared out. So we tick 10 minutes into this second half. A third goal, the difference maker for Duke. That one punched away by Grace Eats, the returning captain defensively. You see the numbers committed back for ETSU. Have not been able to counter. Good ball from Laguerre out of traffic. Now it's Bodensteiner. Sam Bodensteiner getting minutes here. Katie Groff has moved to that left defender. Part of 43 shutouts in her career. Oh, great move. A little traffic, and that stays in. Graham goes middle. Goldwaith centers. Shot! Just wide of Blair from Laguerre. Karina Laguerre. Certainly had the positioning to make that dangerous. They were quizzing players at halftime about breeds of dogs, and the magic number was 10. Could you name more than 10 breeds of dogs in 20 seconds? I don't know if I could. Now, I'm not the best person to ask about that. Here's Walters on the free. Love dogs, just don't know dog breeds. I have a black lab myself at home. His name's Remy. So this one shot out. Could go labs and poodles and Dalmatians. But after the big ones, Huskies. Again, if I had 20 seconds, I think I'd only get 6 or 7. I don't know if I'd get up to 10. Shih Tzus. Duke wins it back on a bad pass. Duffy gives it away. Walters centers for Goldwaith. A creative run, but a nice dispossession. Stepping into that lane. Ooh, gives it right back. Goldwaith into space. Left-footed cross. And no deflection. That goes into the parking lot. And a Tesla gets that ball in the parking lot. Good news. Ball bounced in front of the Tesla. Oh, yeah, look at that. Back-to-back Teslas. Energy efficient. Now one of the managers has to go get that ball. That's the next challenge. But it's okay. It does not happen very often here at Koskinen Stadium. Duke has blitzed the shot column tonight. 24 shots. And 13 of those on target for a 3-0 lead. Good long ball. Ertz has been solid sending balls in. Matty Hook as well. Oh, what a nifty touch there for Graham. And the captain finds Robbie Church with the good backheel touch. Samoji with the pass. Church, the assist. The 31-year coaching veteran who was extremely happy for his club, not just beating Carolina for the first time at home, but playing up to their best caliber in the 1-0 win Thursday. He said that's the quality of play that will allow us to not only go deep in the ACC tournament, but get back to the postseason. Missing the NCAAs a year ago, largely due to a losing record. Had a good conference, but the overall record was not above 500, and that's the variable of entry. If you don't cross that, you can't get in. Unless you win the conference tournament, of course. Here's Karina Laguerre on the corner. Back post dangerous, headed along and in. What a delivery for Duke, and the goal, Cameron Roller. Bend it like Karina Laguerre. That was a filthy ball into the box. And Cam Roller there to put it away. Roller now with her team high second goal. And that was a bender. I've been to Bonnaroo, but that ball was a real bender. Bonnaroo actually originated not too far from ETSU in the hills of Tennessee. Just at the 60th minute, Duke extends its lead 4-0. Has now matched its season best, 4 goals against the Seahawks of Wilmington at the end of August. Cam Roller scored her first career goal against Wilmington. Now adds number 2. And she's the youngest player I've seen in Lindy Brown's fantastic game notes. Started playing soccer at 3. I've seen a lot of 4s, 5s, but 3, that's next level. As this ball goes out of play, there's Cam Roller on the defensive effort, shielding off the running Buccaneer forward, Ellie Cornell. And now a couple of subs. Devin Lynch re-enters the match. Mia Minestrella will re-enter, and that gives Karina Laguerre with the assist a breather. And also Walters will take a breather. I think those two will not return for the next 30 minutes. Expect a lot of platooning here in the final few minutes.
Tennessee State, number 3, Lindsey Cook.
Lindsey Cook will re-enter for ETSU.
And number 21, Ellie Cornell.
Cornell, who's played defensively, now moves up to the number 10 position up top.
Into the game for Duke, number 6, Devin Lynch, and number 13, Mia Minestrella.
This is the type of performance you want to see if you're Duke. 1, being more clinical inside the box, but 2, gearing up for a quality Missouri team. Not an elite Missouri team, but a solid one at that. And then the big one with top 25 Clemson on the road. That'll all kickstart the ACC here in no time. The race to carry, the race to the ACC tournament. And with how good Stanford is, Cal is always solid. And with the year that clearly Stanford, Virginia, Florida State, Carolina, Notre Dame, like those are top 10 programs regardless. So getting a spot in the tournament, getting into the 8, that is no easy task. Duke into space here will go with Phoebe Centers. Oh.
Number 16, Karina Laguerre.
Yeah, that hit Minestrella. Kind of surprised me as it came right back at her. Thankfully she's okay, but it certainly caught her off guard. Now the self-start leads the ball in. And ETSU gets clear of it. Lindsey Cook able to knock that free. Oh, nasty ball off the head of Hook. Thankfully she's okay.
Corner kick being taken by the Blue Devils. Number 6, Devin Lynch.
And now a set of substitutions. Some new faces coming in. Caden Kuhns-Perdikis enters. Madison Foxhoven returns. And of note here, the goalkeeper change. Leah Freeman will step aside well away to the shutout. And Caroline Dysart, the freshman, comes in.
Number 30, Caroline Dysart.
Dysart getting an opportunity, her second career appearance here at Duke. Bianca Dominguez may also get some playing time here, depending how the next 25 minutes go. Great to see some new faces. Kuhns-Perdikis, an opportunity to extend herself in that center back position. Her first career appearance and a fun moment at that. We've seen a lot of new faces come in tonight, as to be expected in a 4-0 performance. Goldbath with so much effort and work rate. And a throw in here for ETSU. But first, a Buccaneer substitution. That will allow Paige Carlson to re-enter, the all-conference defender, and give Ruby Teixeira the breather. Kuhns-Perdikis, who has missed most of the year with an ankle injury. Good to see her back in. Big Star Wars fan. You see her there in the center of the defense, 24 in the blue. Pressure and a collision, and that's due to the effort of Ava Duffy winning the free kick. So now it's ETSU with the strong leg of Samoji. Can always be dangerous. Samoji sends it in, back post. Headed back, deflected. Won by Duke for the moment. And a critical slide tackle to keep that in play. Gotta love Foxhoven, the central midfielder. Foxhoven partnering with Kuhns-Perdikis, who has some Duke lineage in her family. Her mom was a '97 grad of Duke. She had a 4.6 GPA, National Merit Scholar, fantastic in the classroom. And she wants to go to medical school.
In the game for East Tennessee State, number 12, Aaliyah Cooper.
Aaliyah Cooper re-enters for ETSU as we tick under 24 minutes remaining in the first ever meeting, which obviously these schools are one state apart. But for 6 hours of proximity, it is a bit surprising. They've only met once. We'll see the next time these two meet. Robbie Church's final season here at Duke, well on his way to win 297, which would give him a chance at the end of the month to reach 300 career wins at Duke. Both him and Anson Dorrance hanging it up this year. Anson, of course, in the preseason. So the Nahas era begins. 6-0 until Thursday night. And we saw what Duke was able to do, the 2-1 win. Sorry, the 1-0 win. Look at all those dogs. Such a great night for Bark in the Park. Low 70s. No Snoop Dogg, D-O-double-G, but plenty of other dogs in the house tonight. You hear the barking and the whispering as Lynch enters the box, and Lynch a bit wide. We noted ETSU a week and a half off after not playing for the last week. There's been 2 postponed/canceled games for the Buccaneers that have really thrown a wrench in the schedule. Nice clearance from Cooper. Oh, that could be adventurous. An incidental contact there. And a clear clipping from behind. So Kuntz-Perdikis sets it up. She'll give way for Lynch. And okay, just the foul there in the free kick. A lot of bodies in the box here for Lynch. Can she deliver a tasteful ball into the box? Lynch, low liner, still loose, and last touched off the foot of Kuntz-Perdikis. Maybe off the knee, actually. That is worse traffic than construction on 40 as you turn by RDU. And for those folks who live in Raleigh, that's been a 3-year project now. Right around the drive shack area, that RDU turn as you head up to the airport, never fun. Okay, a promising long ball here for the Buccaneers. Can Paige Carlson make the most of this? Resulting in a throw. ETSU picked 4th in the Southern preseason poll. Samford, reigning champs, your league favorites. Samford has dominated the SoCon. 10 titles in the last 15 years. And that ball harmlessly goes out of play. The original conference for now the Southeastern, they all began in the SoCon back in the 1920s and 30s, even up until the 50s. A lot of football as we know it, the Southeastern Conference, originated in the Southern Conference, with traditional teams like Citadel, VMI mixed in as well. Oh, great run on the ball for Sanasheva. And a collision and the foul that time on Aaliyah Cooper, the Chattanooga product. Another beautiful hidden gem in the mountains of Tennessee, Chattanooga. A league rival of ETSU. Here's Devin Lynch to send one on. High header, won by the Bucks. Goldwaith, back heel. Goldwaith centers. Recupero in a race with Cooper. Did not expect that one on my bingo card tonight. Maybe for a dog's name, Cooper, with this being Bark in the Park, but not Recupero and Cooper. As Aaliyah Cooper slides for it. Advantage played. And a late foul. We do want to be smart. Don't want to see any injuries tonight. But no heels up. Just a clean play of the ball and then some late contact after. Okay, so Devin Lynch will size this up. Lynch, a third time in the half. Dangerous ball. 28 shots for the Duke Blue Devils. Good run here for Minestrella. ETSU able to take care of the trouble. So we move under 16 minutes to play. Sanasheva has a deflected. Duke is pestering shots, making life extremely difficult. Both teams very content on playing possession. So move on to the 15-minute mark. This is not how I'd imagine dogs would play fetch in the park, but they are having some fun. Minestrella goes back inside. The touch passing along. The chip on. A turn for target. And Blair, the smothering save on Sanasheva. One-touch passing, though. Duke was so good with the ball movement. And then Blair, who's been a wall back there. Yes, 4 goals allowed. And the first touch now for Dysart. Number 5 rated goalkeeper coming out of high school, the Scottsdale, Arizona product. Which I'd argue, and some may have a conversation. Nashville, number 1. Scottsdale, number 2. Bachelor, bachelorette, capital of the country. I think those are interchangeable at times, especially in the fall. Duke has gone to its bench extended. Cam Roller and Katie Groff, the 2 to play every minute. Otherwise, substitutions aplenty, including the goalkeeper position. Oh, lovely ball. Recupero. Left-footed inline. And a foul the other way on Minestrella. Just a bit late with the shove from behind. I have enjoyed the play, the centering of Cornell. She's able to keep balls down, win possession. Just not a ton of help. Duke has won it back so quickly, including right here. Lynch on the touch. 29 shots for the Blue Devils. On the season, Duke averages 19 shots a game, but this is prolific even at that. And without Kat Rader, who's 3rd all-time And Duke scoring through her first 2 seasons. Of course, her season now ending with an unfortunate ACL injury, but the rest of the unit, at least tonight, they found their legs. It's a new season high for shots on goal for Duke. Scored 4 goals on 7 shots on target against Wilmington, which that in itself is pretty remarkable. But 4 goals, 16 shots on target. And if I'm Ashton Blair, I know she won't win the award for goalkeeper of the week in the Southern Conference, but this is pretty good effort too. There's been some sprawling saves. There's been good plays on crosses, collecting balls, second chances she's knocked down. As both clubs look to sub here at the next whistle. Oh, dangerous ball. Cooper read it. Duke with a chance, up 4. Zanisheva tripped and right outside the box. A card coming. A yellow at that. On the goal-saving opportunity by Maddie Hook. It's not a penalty, but it plays basically like an extended penalty shot. One of the more difficult looks. Where's that second touch come in?
Yellow card assist to East Tennessee State's number 20, Maddie Hook.
So here's Devin Lynch in front of a wall of Buccaneers. Lynch somehow scores!
Blue Devils!
Incredible effort outside the 18. Devin Lynch splits the difference.
The goals, the Blue Devil goal, scored by number 6, Devin Lynch.
And Lynch will sub out after one of the better strikes you'll see. An entire wall of Buccaneer defenders, and Lynch basically hit the field goal. She split the mark, much to the surprise of Ashton Blair, who otherwise has been brilliant.
Into the game for ETSU, number 13, Ruby Teixeira. Number 16,
Now that is a creative, not a penalty, but basically a penalty from that distance. 30 shots now for Duke, and 5 have gone in.
Blue Devils, number 15,
so we've reached the 10-minute mark of this second half.
Goal for the Blue Devils, number 26, Bianca Dominguez.
Bianca Dominguez has come in for Duke, so all 3 keepers now checked in. A lot of new faces here late. Sam Bodensteiner, the last 10 minutes defensively as well. And Kelly Wilson, one of the captains, will get minutes here. She's played just over 15. A new season high for Duke, not only in shots, but some of the clinical finishes. ETSU earning the foul. Good play on the ball by Grace Eats, one of the captains.
Yellow card assessed to Duke's number 11, Julia Sanacheva.
Sanacheva earned the yellow card for the tripping. Good ball sent in. Duke kind of sandwiched it. Now the Buccaneers with numbers. Oh, lovely. But the offside flag comes up. It was not the attacking player coming forward, but another player to her side that made that offside. Otherwise, that could have been a promising run for the winger. More pressure coming. I do love that Coach Yelton for ETSU has been willing to move numbers. Yes, there's been some counterattackings off of that, but he wants to press. Fitzgerald will bring a lot of that pressure. But Duke has had the answer. Now a trip and not a card, but a foul. And a self-start there for Minestrella. Playing every minute like it's their last. We've seen the urgency from Duke. Not content with playing on the back foot. Recupero has one of the 5 tonight. Her first career goal. Here she is with a nice little ball through. And kept in by Stanisheva. Stanisheva on target. One of the easier saves for Ashton Blair, yet 13 of them tonight. As ETSU on the next whistle will bring in 4 more players. Including both Cooper sisters will come in, which will be great to see. Jada and Aaliyah Cooper. Dominguez, her first touch, just her second match of the season. We noted Freeman in line for the shutout, and be the team shutout, not the individual. Duke a chance for 6. And a nice shield off the ball from Maddie Hook, the anchor defensively, who was part of 11 shutouts last year. And here is Bianca Dominguez coming in at the goalkeeping position. Also for ETSU, we noted Cooper entering for her sister, actually. Megan Burleson, the redshirt freshman from Johnson City, enters. And Cassie Estep, the Johnsonboro, Tennessee product, of the 4 changes. Good to get everybody involved in the last 7-8 minutes. Duke not resting on its laurels of a 5-goal lead. Foxhoven in. Header flicked along. And just wide for Mary Long. Duke 6 minutes away from a prolific victory tonight. The ever-involved Ellie Cornell steps in front. She's played holding midfield, the number 10, now the back line defense. ETSU looking to push the tempo here with Grace Eats in the final 5. Oh, Cooper wins it back. Oh, she thought she had the throw, but does not. Would be hard-pressed to not find Duke in the national rankings next week. Would be the 9th ACC team, and we'll see how it all shakes out, of course. Incidental contact there. Nothing coming of the tackle. It's the physicality you like to see. Samoji there. Oh, there he is. The dogs. The happy dogs here on Bark in the Park night. Now that's how you do it. The special dog spot right up top where the band usually operates. That's how you do it. Oh, look at that. Such a happy boy. Golden. On a golden night for Duke offensively. 5 goals, 30 shots. Goldwaith, who does not have gold hair. You know, you think you're even going to stay on brand. No, I do say that jokingly. I know Phoebe's a fantastic player, fantastic person. Duke in the final minutes presenting challenges. That one rolls out. A Duke team that not only is back in the rankings, but can really present challenges. The depth has been shown tonight. A whole utility of players, including 2 goalkeepers, have come in. 10 total substitutes. Now out wide in the pressing 2 minutes. Oh, wicked ricochet. So inside of 90 seconds to play. Duke with its most prolific scoring output of the year and a few first-time goal scorers tonight, including Mary Long on the board. Sophia Recupero, her first career goal. And for Cam Roller, only her 2nd career goal. Some major moments. Here's Recupero. Duke ill afraid to be creative as we hit the final minute. And Bark in the Park night. And for Duke, a lot to celebrate offensively. And for ETSU, Ashton Blair has shown that she's really good between the pipes. I know the goals are allowed, but has made some great saves on top of that. 12 saves for Blair. Final moments for Minestrella. Mia with a deflected ball in. Oh, that one got dangerous for Blair in a corner. Just took her eyes off it. Duke pressing here in the final seconds. One last ball.
Corner kick being taken by 15.
Mia
Oliaro.
Oliaro with a moment.
5,
Oliaro
4,
in the closing seconds.
3,
Blair tips
2,
it loose.
1, 0.
Ends a clinical night on offense for the Blue Devils. A 5-0 win for Robbie Church's program. Duke with multiple first-time